Yeah, first I'd like to say that I appreciate Dr. Sills, Megan Carroll, Dawn Aponte for working closely with us, with Joe Sheehan, with Andrew Berry, the last few days, and making sure that we're keeping our players safe, our staff safe. I think that's been a really positive working relationship, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate that we're able to get in here today and get some work done. You guys have the injury report. Other things of note, Chad O'Shea will not be able to coach in the game this weekend, so Callie Brownson will fill in similarly how we did that down in Jacksonville. And don't expect, we won't miss a beat there. And then, I don't normally announce captains, but I'm going to have Myles Garrett be the captain this weekend, and I don't want that to be misconstrued. It's a big game, so I'm sending the big guy out there, but it is in no way a callback to anything previously. So I just want to make sure that is clear. And with that, I'll take any questions.
Thank you, Coach. The first question will be from Mary Kay Cabot.
Yes, Coach, just can you elaborate a little bit on what your thinking is for making Myles the captain this week?
Yeah, just every week, Mary Kay, kind of look at who's done it, who hasn't been one yet. And again, it's a big game. So might as well send Myles out there.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Mary Kay. Next is Jeff Shadell.
I suppose you have a walkthrough tomorrow, but have you gotten everything you've wanted to accomplish done practice-wise heading into this?
Yeah, Jeff, you're breaking up there, but I think I know what you're asking. Yeah, I think we're where we need to be from a preparation standpoint. Again, we haven't missed a beat in the Zoom meetings and the mental aspect of this. We got our work done Wednesday. We got some extra work done today. I'm comfortable with where we are.
Thank you, Jeff. Nate Ulrich, we'll go to you.
Hey, Kevin, when you're talking about comfortable getting work done, I'm just curious, Saturdays you typically do a walkthrough. Is your Saturday going to look different, provided, you guys don't have any schedule disruptions or anything like that? Do you have to alter your Saturday to compensate for the way this week has gone?
Maybe a little bit, Nate, but not a wholesale change. No, we may add some time to our walkthrough, but we won't have a practice tomorrow.
Okay, and can you give us any kind of a assessment or insight into the guys who came off the list, off the COVID list yesterday, and what they were able to get done? How the receivers look and Jacob Phillips?
Yeah, everybody looks good to me, Nate. Got extra work in between periods, the quarterback and the receivers would throw. So, yeah, I'm very comfortable with where those guys are. And Jacob, just the same.
Thank you, Nate. Our next question goes to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Kevin, what about the guys you guys listed as questionable? How do you feel about them for Sunday?
Who in particular?
Wyatt Teller and the two linebackers, I guess.
Yeah, I feel good about them. I think they had good weeks.
And, with Nick Harris ruled out and Kendall questionable with the illness, are you concerned about the depth on the O-line? It doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of guys behind them.
We'll work through it. We have plans. We'll see who's available to us, but that's the nature of this.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Darryl Ryder, you're up.
Hey, Coach. Alex Van Pelt indicated earlier when we spoke to him this week how Baker had a, perfect practice on Wednesday, and he really just seemed to have a little bit of an edge to him this week, and he meant it in a very positive manner. So I'm just, curious, could you just, talk a little bit about Baker's week and his approach to such a big game Sunday?
Yeah, he's locked in. I can't speak to what AVP was saying necessarily, but yeah, I agree that he's locked in. I agree that he's on top of this game plan and had a good day today. So he's ready to go.
And all things considered, I mean, we've talked endlessly about everything that you've been through. Just this week alone, just how do you gauge your team's readiness for the moment on Sunday?
Yeah, I gauge it through their preparation. I think they got their work done. Sometimes it was unique how we had to get it done, but I saw them putting in extra work. Wednesday and virtual Thursday, and we're getting extra work right now. So I'm comfortable with the preparation.
Thank you, Daryl. Tony Grosso, you're up.
Sorry. Thank you. Kevin, I was just wondering, was there any consideration to creating your own bubble in a team hotel this week? Or was the holiday week an impediment to that? Or
It never came up, Tony. So I wasn't a part of that consideration, no.
okay. All right, thanks.
Thank you, Tony. Our next question will go to Didi Kinkabwala.
Hi, Happy New Year.
I should have-
Um, I'm sorry, you just cut out on me.
Just saying Happy New Year to everybody.
Oh, thank you. You have the opportunity this weekend to end an 18-year playoff drought. And yet we sort of keep talking about COVID and who's available and whether last week's game should have been postponed. Is it almost a good thing that there hasn't been a focus on the enormity of this moment? And do you feel that your players, I mean, nobody's been around for 18 years. Is anybody in the building sort of feeling that, oh my gosh, 18 years, this could end? Or are you all too new?
Yeah, Didi, honestly, I don't get that sense from my team, certainly not from me or the coaches. We understand the task at hand. We understand, this is a win and you're in game. We get that. So I think the guys are certainly excited about the opportunity, but we really try to ignore the noise as much as possible.
So if I can follow with that, why do you get to sort of slough off the weight of that? You know, the organization, the club, the fans carry that weight. Why do you not have to carry that weight?
Yeah, I just think we focus on the job and focus what we have to do. And I've said this before, I get fandom. I get it. And I love our fans and I want them to be excited about this, but it's really my job to get this team ready to play. And really that includes ignoring the noise.
Thank you, Didi. Our next question will go to Mary Kay Cabot.
Yeah, can you maybe just address a little bit how the receivers have kind of been through hell since last week? They were obviously upset on social media. Now they thought they were coming back to practice yesterday, didn't get to practice. Now they don't even have their coach this week. So can you just kind of address the week that was for those guys? And also they've all spoken so highly of Callie whenever you talk to them about, her, and how do you think she will handle this opportunity? Just that whole receiver thing.
Yeah, those guys are all in a good place. They all came back here ready to work today. Mary Kay, I think they get, some of these things that have been going on. It's just a unique year. So I think they get that. Obviously we don't want to be without Chad. Chad's an extremely important part of this operation. And then, having Callie here, I've said it before, it's nice to have utility players in this, I almost said this year, in the past 2 years. So it's important to have them. And Callie's one of those people that can step in and do a role for us and run the personnels and the substitutions on game day and work with the coaches. So I think that's important.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Kay. We'll go back to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Kevin, Myles against the Jets, did you see him look healthier? I mean, he's talked about not, breathing as well as he had. Did you see him look better against the Jets?
Yeah, I thought he looked good to me. He had a game-changing play there, that goes the other way. We're saying he made a great play. So he's right there. He's healthy. He's working through it.
And maybe you naming him game captain speaks to this, but he's talked a lot about trying to get this team to the playoffs. Do you think he's more determined than ever this week to kind of take that final step?
I think the whole team is determined, Scott. I think, again, we are well aware of what's at stake here. And, Myles has been a great leader for this team. And he does it in his actions. He does it with his words. So I think he's just an important part of what we're trying to get done. And he understands that I'm counting on him.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Nate Ulrich, go ahead.
Hey, Kevin, late in the, I guess, afternoon or evening, however you want to look at it, it felt like a bombshell when we found out Denzel Ward wasn't going to be available to you guys. How did you take it? And then did you get to talk to the team yesterday? I'm not sure how your meeting schedule unfolded. Were you able to address it last night, or was it something that you broached today?
Yeah, once that news came across, Nate, it was clear that we weren't going to get in the building. I had a team meeting yesterday afternoon, very brief, just let the guys know what was going on and why we weren't back in the building. And, you know, my message to them is we're just going to deal with what's in front of us. And that's really just been our mindset this season.
How much do you feel for Denzel? He came back from the calf injury. You know, we know how important he is to you. And then I guess, is there some silver lining in that you guys have been through games without him? So there's some kind of blueprint for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed anytime we're without any player for really any reason, injury, illness, otherwise. So wish we had him out there, but I have a ton of faith in the guys that we're going to put out there. And like you mentioned, he was out recently, so we know we can win with our guys. I've seen it.
Thank you, Nate. Jeff Shadell, you're next.
Okay, I hope the connection's better this time. I asked you about Cody Parkey yesterday. Now, maybe the field at the stadium is tarp covered, but do you think he's straightened out whatever was bothering him? And do you have to get him down there to the stadium?
Yeah, I think Cody's a veteran. You know, I trust in his preparations. I trust that he'll get all the work he needs to get done to be ready for Sunday.
Thank you, Jeff. Scott Petrick, you're up.
Hey, Kevin, how do you compensate without your top two nickel linebackers, and who will have to replace them?
Yeah, I think I go back to we've played a lot of guys this season and in a lot of different roles. So they all know those roles, whether they were getting the reps in the games or not. They're ready at a moment's notice to go in there. So Jason Tarver does a great job with those guys, and they'll be ready to go.